There's a question from Mukuro Joseph. It's a very long question. I want to first of all appeal to us that as much as possible, let us try and shorten our questions, because the time we have on this medium is quite limited, and the shorter you make the question, the more meaningful it is. And secondly, Mukuro has put so many things together that they are quite jumbled up. Trying to pieces them has been quite a problem. Then thirdly, there are so many questions, so many issues he has raised there that I had already dealt with in our first interaction. But it's also obvious that Mukuro did not quite understand some of the things I had explained. Or I just hope he has a good heart, and that I'm not a mischievous heart. But let me just go through some of the questions. On industry to the state, you said you are creating the needed environment for investors to come build industry here. That is, you mentioned security, infrastructure, that is power. 13 billion has been paid to the contractors, but I did not see the site where the turbines will be erected, where they are ready. Or even where the site should be on ground. Like I said, that's why I said I had explained in the previous, the site will be ready just before the turbines are delivered. You cannot start the site now. It will be overgrown by the time the turbines, by weeks, by the time the turbines are coming. On the airport, you said the project started 3 years ago. If you say so, then it means you did not start the project. It means former Governor Gori started the project. It shows that you are not even following my administration. I've been in government for over 3 years now, Mukuro. If you know, just calculate from May 29, 2007 till now, and you'll see that we are more than 3 years. The project started, we started the project at a spot that was bush at the time I took over. Go and find out. Sorry, I'm trying to. An airport, and we are 4 years gone, and the only thing I saw in the picture was an completed runway. From this observation, I did not see the possibility of completing one international airport you claim they are building. Okay, just wait and see whether we'll complete it or not. On the seaports, you mentioned just MPA, which is a federal government-owned port. What happens to the Cocoa Port? Then what have you done or plan to do with the Cocoa Port? Cocoa Port is also a federal government port. Now let me explain. No state government can own a port. Every port is owned by the federal government. But we can work with the federal government, just as we are doing, to reopen ports. We work with the federal government to reopen the Warri Port. And we are working with the federal government to also reopen the Cocoa Port. Unfortunately, the Cocoa Port was concessioned to a private firm, which today does not have the capacity from our observation to be able to reopen that port. We are trying to impress on the federal government that something has to be done about this. We do not have direct control over any port. Now, your next comment is the security we enjoyed today was not brought by the state. We all know it was brought down to us by the federal government through the amnesty arrangement. And security we want from your government, protection of life and property from men of the world. Now, the issue of security is a combined effort. I have not said only the state government brought security. Federal government outfits, the Joint Task Force and the amnesty program, which we are also part of, Mukuro, for your information. And to also let you know that the state government does a lot of funding to the security outfit. We do a lot of funding to the Joint Task Force, we do a lot of funding to the police, we will do a lot of funding to the Air Force that are just been brought in. Accommodation, logistics, a lot of the things are funded by the state government. And like I did explain, we also have our strategy for dealing with security. On employment, you said you have employed over 10,000 workers, medical personnel, teachers, and non-teaching staff. Now, if you have employed over 4,000 teachers, my question here is, which schools were the teachers sent to? I think if you go to the Post-Primary Education Board, you will know the schools the teachers were sent to. Like I did say, we insisted that most of the teachers employed should go to the rural schools. We first did a redistribution. There were schools where you had only 1 or 2 teachers before, but they have more teachers now. Just go and find out what I'm saying. Then that question went on for so long, and it be like say you get bad belly for part of the questioning, Mukuro, because it be like say you be worry boy, and you get bad belly. Then the next question is, you mix the issue of teachers and the super deck, but let me try and separate them. it's quite tough, the way you have written your questions. The super deck, are you praising the agency of your government for a work well done? Do you know that there are BSc holders in that agency that go home with 40,000 as against 50,000 that the computer reads they go home with every month? Please, sir, if you do mind, I would like you to name the project that the supermarket has done and how it has impacted on deltas. Okay, I think there are two issues there, if I understand it very well. The issue of people going out, some problem with salary. On paper, they're supposed to be earning 250,000, but they actually go with 40,000. It is the level of fraud they are trying to raise, and I'm sure you're aware that I had raised concerns over fraud in that the super deck, and in my interactions on the super deck, I had said a lot is being done to deal with the anomaly in that organization. That is why we brought experienced civil servants to be able to give us a framework that will ensure that managing the super deck is properly done. You get 9 billion monthly from federal government and give the super deck 2.5 billion. After the remaining 3 billion, after this 6 billion to pay salary, but you did not tell us what happened to the state generated revenues, or is it from there you pay the Goes constructed turbines, or maybe the airport that has been on ground for 4 years now, but has only a computer run with the show. Like I said, I think you better go and see the airport, whether the runways are completed or not. But the issue of, yes, internal generated revenue, let me use this. Now, internal generated revenue is about 1.2 billion on a monthly basis. What we have done really is to use it to target a particular project. Ughelli Asaba dualization is being funded mainly from the internally generated revenue. Compared to the amount of that project, it is quite small, but it is what is helping us to push ahead. So on a monthly basis, from that about 1.2, we pay about 900 million to the contractors dealing with that Ughelli Asaba dualization. And what is left is just about 200 to 300 million, which we use to pay with some other contracts. Then, so do you know, sir, that there's no Star Street in Asaba, the state capital Asaba? I'm not sure you are talking of the Asaba that I know. Asaba people will not even agree with you that there's no Star Street. Please let us be correct in when we give out information. What happens to water supply? Do you know every house in the state depends on borehole? Why don't you tell us the industries your 3 points agenda has brought to us deltas? We are talking about street light, but does not make us look fully that our state governor is adding such a thing as one of his achievements in the year 2011. Street lights, if it's not an achievement, then I don't know what you are talking about. For your information, there are so many states that are now copying from Delta State on the issue of street lights. We have several kilometers of street lights, both generator of powered ones and also the solar light. It is one of the things that many Deltas are happy about. It has brought security to many parts of Delta. It has increased the hours in which many people do businesses. People used to close by 6 or 7 from their businesses. Because of the street light, they are able to close by 10 and 11. So if you think it's not an achievement of this administration, I think you're also having what I call bad belly for this administration. Okay, and then you talked about the issue of water. Fine, let me just use this opportunity to deal with the issue of water, because you said every Delta has a borehole in his house. Just like every Nigerian, most Nigerians have boreholes in their various houses. But we are trying to deal with the issue, like I just explained about the Warri Water Works, which we have been, it's been off for 20 years, but we are trying to complete it. And I'm sure that by the time we complete it, people will now get water from the borehole. And as for Asaba, we also do something about the water in Asaba. If you are in Asaba, you will recall that in the last few weeks, we've been able to reactivate the Asaba Water Works, the major Asaba Water Works, and water is now flowing to it. The next thing we want to do is how we can get this water to the various homes. So So we also try to deal with the issue of water. Like I said, Bukuru, in asking your questions, I think you should be direct to the point. No foul language, because you've used a lot of foul language, which I've tried as much as possible not to read to others. Just be direct and be straight to your question. And issues that have been raised before, it's not necessary raising it, because it will not give opportunity to other people who are on this particular medium to ask questions. Thank you very much.